Chapter 39. Mystery of Void, Timelessness, and Vacuumed in Existence. Introduction. When a person is in an inner journey, when he is within himself, he experiences sometimes the state of timelessness. It means he has no feel of time. It seems he's totally merged in self without any awareness of time. Sometimes, during the exhaust of breath, there remains no breath in the system. During recitations of AUM, complete breath is expelled from the system. Under these conditions, he experiences vacuumed inside the system. He feels void, as if no air is in the system. Above are very deep and higher states of inner human journey. State of timelessness. The state of timelessness is the state when one has transcended time. He is beyond time. He has no feel of time. It is the state of timelessness. When he has established void inside, when there is no breath inside, it means he is in vacuum state. This shows that the person has transcended space, since he is not utilizing space for his existence. When a person is able to transcend time and space, then he can go to the state of samadhi, or he is merged in samadhi. It means transcendence of time and space is the state of samadhi. In this chapter, we will discuss details of transcendence of time and space. Transcendence of time, timelessness. When someone is totally merged in an activity, he is enjoying the activity. Then he is unaware of time. He does not know how much time has passed. When someone is totally engrossed in seeing a movie of his interest, he has no trace of any feel of time. When he looks for the time, he may notice a few hours have passed without his awareness. All this indicates that he was in a state of timelessness during emergence in the activity performed. He had no feel of time. The same way, meditation is a state when one is merged in self. He does not track time. It means he was in a state of timelessness. Transcendence of space. Meditation techniques. Breath watching. During meditation, when someone watches his breath in and breathe out without interfering in movements of breath, then with time his breath rate comes down. It means more time he starts spending in the time gap. That is, vacuumed state of breath. Vacuum state means inside breath is out, but fresh breath has not entered. With more practice of meditation, this time gap goes on increasing. It means more time one is without breath. This shows that more time his system is in empty space, that is, without breath. If one continues this practice, then gradually as time lapses, he takes 1 or 2 breaths per minute. Earlier, he was taking about 15 breaths per minute. This shows vacuumed has well established in his system. Less number of breaths means that the system has absorbed more divine energy. Divine energy exists in vacuumed. When more vacuum space is created with less number of breaths, it shows space has been transcended and vacuumed has established. Divine energy is enhanced in the system. Vacuumed is divinity. A UM recitation. Space can be transcended by AUM recitation as by breath watching technique. The same status can be achieved by recitation of AUM through mouth, such that sound of M in recitation is prolonged. With time, one finds vacuumed state without air, since whole air has been breathed out by prolonged recitation of M sound through mouth. Gradually, by this practice, void, shunya, that is, vacuumed, can be well experienced in the system. This state is indicative of transcendence of space. There is no more space. Only vacuumed exists. It means there is only divine energy in the system. Exhaust of breath. The same state as by AUM technique can be achieved by forceful exhaust of breath gradually through mouth without taking any fresh breath. Very soon, one can experience the state of void or shunya in the system. It is the state of transcendence of space. Kriya Yoga. The state of transcendence of space can also be achieved by the practice of Kriya Yoga. It is a very effective technique. Transcendence of space and time. Space and time move simultaneously. Both move together. In space, there comes void. There is vacuumed. There is no trace of time in vacuumed. In void, that is, in nothingness, both space and time are transcended. The same happens in deep meditation. Firstly, the feel of space is disappeared as vacuumed is established. Breath and thought disappear in vacuumed. Time is lost in vacuumed. Since no movement occurs in vacuumed, this way time and space are transcended. Timelessness and void appear. Appearance of consciousness. In this state of timelessness and vacuumed, divine energy, that is, consciousness, appears, which is self illuminated and does not need any external source of energy. Consciousness, that is, divine energy, spreads in the entire system as vacuumed or void increases. When consciousness or divine energy crosses the threshold value, then it moves out of the body to become one with its origin, that is, cosmic consciousness. It means becoming one with the cosmic divine energy existing in the environment or atmosphere under the entire sky. Mergence of human and cosmic consciousness. So, cosmic conscious energy and human conscious energy become one unit. It spreads in the entire cosmos. Since human consciousness, in a miniature way, exists in cosmic consciousness, so it gets awareness of the entire existence, similar to the cosmic consciousness. Thus, human consciousness merged in cosmic consciousness can visualize broadly the mysteries of the existence. This happens because human consciousness gets manifestation being one with the cosmic consciousness. In this state of mergence, the mind is completely annihilated and there is no trace of breath. So there is no remembrance or recollection. There is only visualization by consciousness. When human consciousness is back in the physical body, then human consciousness has the effect of mergence with cosmic visualization. This is the net outcome to visualize the mystery of existence by transcendence of time and space, mystery of timelessness, void, and vacuumed. By experiencing the state of timelessness, void, and vacuumed, one can experience human consciousness in his system. By no other means, self-consciousness can be experienced. Experience of self-consciousness is the gateway of the journey towards self-realization. It is the path to be with the self. Thus, one can visualize self very clearly as seeing his own face in the mirror. Knowing self deeply, further unknown mysteries can be unlocked within self to cultivate subtle and divine qualities of the self. This way, he enhances the experience of deep samadhi. This visualization will put forward before him the scope of the future so that he could choose the appropriate advanced divine path in forthcoming life in existence. He can be a guide and helpful to others for their divine perspective for a better divine life. By getting deep experience of Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa Samadhi, he can cultivate all supreme qualities to be a superhuman being in the present life. He has all doors opened to become like God. All this is possible by deep blessings of Almighty. Concluding remarks. By transcending time and space in deep meditation, he remains with his consciousness. He manifests his consciousness to the supreme level by deep practice of meditation. This facilitates him to execute all his activities in full consciousness. By his manifested consciousness, he gets easily merged with cosmic consciousness. He stays longer in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Being with cosmic consciousness, he develops supreme, subtle, divine qualities. He becomes godlike gradually with time. Being in the physical body, he becomes a liberated soul. His presence becomes divine presence in existence. This is the mystery of timelessness, void and vacuumed state in existence.